Have you noticed this? That sometimes you finish something like a video or a post or a piece of work, a project, and then it's already good enough. But then your mind says something like this, just one more tweak. And somehow that one tweak turns into 3 more hours of work. And then you are left drained and exhausted. And you are like, man, I have gone through this. And why does it happen? Well, my friend, that is perfectionism. I am the one who has done the very same things. And lately, I have been discovering that this perfectionism tendency is draining me. It's wasting a lot of time and it does not create the effect or the outcome that it promises us to give. All those hours of endless work to get it 100% right. So, I have been discovering a simple trick which I call the 80% perfect trick, which has been helping me as of now to get out of my perfectionism pattern. So, that is something that I'm very excited to share with you. So, let's begin. Well, what I've been discovering is that I have perfectionism in me, and it's not the first time that I've discovered it, but I write newsletters. And I have been sending newsletters where I share about how to experience inner harmony, how to come out of your patterns that has been causing lack of alignment within you, such as overthinking, perfectionism, disharmony within you, and align with the path that is most aligned with your purpose. But when I write those newsletters, I have been noticing that just when I finish the thing and I just am about to post it, a part of my mind is like, you need to get it perfect because otherwise people are going to know that you did not put enough effort, or there is one mistake they are going to find, or there is this one simple grammar thing that they are going to discover and they are going to think you are not good enough. And that leads me to this 3 more hours of endless editing, after which I post and I'm like, man, I could have finished it so much before, but why didn't I do that? And often I have been realizing the reason I don't do that is because I'm afraid of being judged. I'm afraid of being seen as imperfect or not have done enough in the work that I'm putting out in the world. And it is essentially the fear of being seen, fear of being seen as not good enough. If you are somebody who has struggled with low self worth issues, inferiority complex, then there's a very high chance that you also experience this kind of perfectionism pattern in your life in more than one area of your life, right? So, what do you do about it? Now, here is the very cool part. Instead of trying to battle and win over our patterns, which never works, what usually works is understanding what the pattern is trying to tell us. For perfectionism, such as this, the understanding is what it's trying to tell us is if we have spent a good deal of time and focus in making things perfect, our mind, which wants to protect us from judgment, feels safe to publish that work. But the problem, like I said, happens is when you have done most of the work, but you cannot publish it because you keep on this endless editing and tweaking loop. So the way out of this is actually what I call the 80% perfect rule. Now, this is something that I'm toying around at the moment, and it has been giving me some really nice feedback, when it comes to my perfectionism pattern. The 80% perfect rule is simply this: all you got to do is, when you are working on a project or an artwork or a post or a video, it doesn't matter. When you have achieved that work to an 80% perfect level, now you simply ask yourself that, is it 80% perfect? And if you can feel an intuitive yes, like, yeah, it is 80% perfect. So at that moment, you stop that work and you allow yourself the permission to post it. That's it. That's really it. Because when you allow yourself to post the 80% perfected work, your mind is going to rebel less, because to your mind, it's going to be like, okay, it is 80% perfect. So it's almost near perfect. So it's not going to create that kind of resistance which you usually feel before publishing, which keeps you in that endless editing, tweaking loop for hours and hours, right? And the other cool thing that will happen is you can tell your mind that the reason we are publishing at 80% perfect level is because, number one, we do not want to waste time and energy unnecessarily, because it's usually, if you have not noticed, it's unnecessary work which does not bring the amount of return. It does not make the quality go even higher than what you have already done. But also, because I'm going to put the work out into the world, it's going to allow me feedback, real world feedback, not my own perceptions and my own feedback, real world feedback from the world, which is going to help me later use and improve the quality of my work in the future, which cannot happen if I keep trying to reach 100% perfect on my own. See, real perfection, if such a thing does exist, never happens in a closed space, in a vacuum. It needs to go out into the world. You can never figure out anything to 100% perfect level, again, if such a thing exists, until you bring it out into the world, because the world, the other people, your audience, your viewers, your readers, they are the one who are actually going to decide what is needed, what needs to come out, what resonates, what they enjoy, what they don't enjoy. And that feedback you can never come up with, because you are not them and they are not you. You cannot come up with the feedback that they are going to give you. So you need to allow yourself to publish your work. You see, and the 80% perfect rule can help you do that. So this is something that I've been playing around with for some weeks now. And one thing that is happening is it's definitely allowing me to publish my newsletters, which is very important to me, that I share every week with my subscribers. And it's allowing me to publish it much more consistently, because I end up not wasting so many hours before clicking publish, right? Now, having said that, if you're somebody who is a highly sensitive person, who is experiencing inner changes, going through some big inner shifts, and you want to experience inner alignment, inner harmony, connect back with your inner guidance, and live in alignment with your purpose, then you might enjoy what I share in this channel. This channel is all about inner alignment, doing the inner work, and connecting with your inner guidance. And I share a lot of wisdom, a lot more in-depth wisdom through my newsletters, free newsletters that I share every week. So if you want to be somebody who want to experience that and what I share, then do subscribe to my free newsletters. Link is in the description of this video. And if you have enjoyed what I shared here, do leave a comment, and yeah, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.